Marcus Robert Johnson here. I want to talk a little bit about the Lomachenko Walters fight. Now this is going to be a little bit more for people that just want to hear about. I really want to talk about the heart of a fighter, because everybody's talking about Walters doesn't have heart and all this yada, right? Now, I want to explain that everybody comes from different backgrounds in boxing. Some of us from a young age, whether it's our culture, whether it's our family, whether it's our hardships, some of us never quit, ever, no matter what. Like, jaw could be busted, broken, eyes could be hanging. You're not going to quit. Mexico is known for not quitting. I have sparring partners in Mexicans, and I've fought a lot of Mexicans. I don't know what it is. They don't quit. Almost ever. Almost ever. And that's for real. So, Walters quit on the stool in the was it 7th round, 6th round, going into the 7th round. And what I want to say a lot is that you don't know what was going through that man's head. You know, he was getting outboxed pretty well. I saw Lomachenko whooping that man. Angles, footwork, hard shots, straight ones, left, like, dude was a ghost in there. How many times will you fight a ghost? Are you going to fight a ghost? So if you're not a boxer, if you never fought, you really shouldn't be talking about Walters. You know what I mean? It's real easy to talk about what somebody does inside that ring, because you don't do it, you never had to do it, you know. But I heard what they say, like golf and boxing are the two hardest sports or something like that. And I don't remember, I heard this quote, but I heard it, they were saying, like, yeah, but in golf, no one's hitting you in the face while you're trying to do it. And that shit's true. So even if you're an athlete, you can relate on some level. It's not the same. So it's hard being in there, man. Dude was off for a long time. And he took the fight because he needed to, but he just wasn't quite ready for it, right? He got destroyed, really. So does he have the heart of a fighter, of a champion? I want to say he has that warrior spirit. He is a warrior. Do not confuse being a warrior with heart of a champion, because a warrior just wants to fight. He's peaceful when he's fighting. He chooses to do this. The warrior enjoys this. The warrior will fight for what he believes in. You know what I mean? And a warrior's heart will come from what he believes in. If he really believes what he's doing, he'll never quit. You know, that kind of has nothing to do with your upbringing. That kind of just has to do with what your goal is. A warrior spirit, if it's strong and they believe in what they're doing, they are not going to quit. So does Walters have the heart of a champion? And without disrespecting him, I'm going to say no. And that's not that he's not a great fighter. That's not saying that he doesn't have heart. That's not saying he doesn't have courage. I'm not saying that if he's hurt in a fight, he's going to quit every time or something. But what I'm saying is that man was getting outclassed very badly. His corner good, and this is what you got to think about too. Like a lot of fighters, especially when they're not like Walters isn't Mayweather. He's not Pacquiao. He doesn't have as much going for him. So for him to get really beaten up badly or to get really hurt and not be able to train and continue to work, this is his livelihood. You have to understand. So they probably took all that into consideration. His corner really loves him and wants to protect him. They probably kept him safe, and that's fine. I don't hate that. But what I do understand is the fans. The thing is, why I say he doesn't have the real heart of a champion, like a real. There's champions and then there's champions. Like in jiu-jitsu, there's black belts and then there's black belts, right? What I'm saying is that Walters quit when many people wouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? Not even champions, just a lot of boxers in general would never have quit. They would rather have gotten out on their shit. Like me, I love that. I would have loved to have continued fighting. I've been hurt in fights. Trust me, I'm not trying to be macho here or nothing. Like, to me, that's the challenge. If you're hurt and you come back from that, it means even more. That's why I say that. But Walters just didn't want it. He didn't want it that bad. He wanted it bad, which is why he was in the fight and doing what he's doing, but he didn't want it that next level of bad. You know what I'm saying? So does he have the real... I think he has the heart of a champion, but he doesn't have that next level elite heart of a champion because maybe he doesn't have that much to fight for. Maybe he's good. He's probably paid. Maybe his bills are taken care of. His children are good, whatever. Everything's good, so he really doesn't have that much to fight for. So maybe you have to kind of question his spirit, but it becomes a business at a certain point. So it's really hard, man. It's really hard to pinpoint. I don't know him personally. I can't talk to him and ask him. You know what I mean? None of us can. But what I'm saying is that I don't think he has that full heart of a champion because he quit, basically. He could have chose the hard way out, and he didn't. He could have fought it, and he didn't. He was getting outboxed badly, but he wasn't... I don't think he wasn't bulging up. He wasn't like, broken nose or nothing. He wasn't... He could have took a little more before he wanted to quit. If he really thought he was gonna win or could have won or wanted to try, he could have pushed a little more. So he's not a bad fighter or nothing. He's not a bad person. He's not weak. He's got courage. He's tough. I just think maybe he doesn't have that built in him to only one man can win, right? Win or go home. And he would have rather had gone home than try to win in that moment. And again, it's very hard. Lomachenko's a monster, dog. You try fighting Lomachenko. You could be 200 pounds and try to fight Lomachenko. Let's see what you do with him, I'm 150. I beat up heavyweights all the time, man. Not great heavyweights, but I'm just saying, man. I don't think he has the full heart of a champion. He has the heart of a champion, but not that Ali like we're looking for. So I'd say leave the man alone a little bit, whine a little bit. If you don't like him, don't buy his next pay-per-view. Whatever. I got respect for him. He went up against a monster. So that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to talk a little bit about identifying the heart of a champion because I think it really comes down to what you're fighting for, how you were raised, / your upbringing, it's kind of the same thing, and your culture. So all those things will add up to your heart and your toughness, your body's physical ability, So just understand those things when you're really saying that someone has heart. Like, break it down like that, man, because it's not that... everyone kind of has heart to an extent. It's just how far are they willing to push their heart? You know what I mean? How much are you willing to take before you really throw in the towel? And the biggest reason why they threw in the towel, they see no way for him to win. He was getting outboxed badly a lot of the time, especially the last few rounds. He had no chance of winning. Maybe you think, oh, he could have got lucky. Maybe you're a diehard fan. He could have got lucky. He could have hit him. He could have tried. He could have done this. Could have done. Yeah, he could have. But Lomachenko was gonna just let him. Lomachenko was just gonna stand there and let him get off. So you have to understand. They probably looked at it. There's no way to win. We got our money. We'll take a reduced purse so our fighter can continue to fight. He doesn't get destroyed. So he doesn't get hurt. So he doesn't really get something really hurt. So he doesn't get embarrassed. This is embarrassing, but it's a different type of embarrassment, especially in the boxing world. A lot of boxers will understand this to a degree. A lot won't, because a lot have that real heart of a champion, and they won't. They'll not forgive this. But if you calm down and think business-wise and stuff, you'll forgive them a little bit, man. So don't be too hard on the young man Walters. Peace, deuces, love you, war with it.